Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the farming series. Now today this is the first upload we are doing where the video is going live on a Monday instead of a Friday like normal. But I hope you guys do enjoy and I'll let you get straight into this video. it's been mulched, what we're going to do is we're going to head off to... We're going to set an AI to start ploughing, but we need to pick up everything else that we need. So, no, they need to... Yeah, so they need to plough, cultivate. Then we've got a seed, lime and fertilise, and then wait for it to germinate and then fertilise again. So we're going to set an AI off down there now to start ploughing, whilst we go and get a fertiliser, bring it back up here, and then we can start the process of getting that field ready for planting. The drive back, I just want to say, with the farming Fridays, they're still going to be happening on a Friday, but I am looking at most likely uploading as well, possibly on a Thursday, maybe a Monday, just because we've got so many episodes now. Like episode 2 is going live today when filming this, and then we've still got 3 and 4, and then this one, which is now 5. So I'm looking at most likely adding another farming day. So we'll probably have like farming Mondays, farming Fridays. Mainly just because, like I said, there's so much content, and I'm playing the game so much recently that it's just one of them where, just to get the content out to you, I just need to keep pumping them out. And with a week between every single one, it's not possible just to pump out a lot of farming content for you guys. So farming Fridays will still be happening. We'll still have farming Fridays, but we'll also most likely have a farming Mondays. Thursdays I'm a bit tempted with, only because it's the day before farming Fridays, so it would just make sense for it to go out on a Friday. Whereas if we do farming Mondays and farming Fridays, it means that we can pump out 2 episodes a week, which means more content for you, basically. Another thing, I want to add as well a zero farming gameplay, where we start off with $0, no equipment, no fields, nothing. You start off as your character and that's it, and work our way up to owning either the farm we've got now or a different farm. Like in a private one that I've started doing recently, I've bought a field just to the right hand side. It's a farm with a grass field, and basically that is what I'm doing like in my own time. It's took ages, and that's where I've properly learned how to get 100% yield off your fields. Hence why we've mulched it to begin with. We're now ploughing it. We then need to cultivate it, plant it, lime it, fertilise it, and then it's done. We also need to roll it as well between planting it and liming it. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of trips going back and forth to the shop, but that's where I've learned how to properly do the fields, and that's why we're now properly doing the fields here, because we need to get as much yield off each field that we do as possible. Plus it increases the environmental score for that field. So for example, I'll pull up over here, up here, and I'll show you. So if I go onto the map here, go across this, if I was to purchase this, you're not going to see a change right now. Obviously pH levels are alright, we're still going to lime it just to be on the safe side. The nitrogen is your fertilizer, so this will give us 100% yield bonus, and we'll also get a bonus for the environmental score as well. But yeah, well, whilst we are driving round to the thing I just bought and placed to make it easier for lime and fertilizer, I got rid of the 2 bunkers that were here and placed some more storage sheds for equipment, mainly being because, as you seen earlier, that's the shed that we got given when we first started the save, and it's an auto load like area for bales. So we've got that. We had 2 silos where them 2 sheds are now, which just wasn't needed. If we come down here, you'll see we've got 2 bunker silo pits there to make silage, but then we've also got 2 more up here. So we definitely didn't need 6 of them, so I got rid of 2, and we could still get rid of another 2, as the 2 that's up near the grass field are quite big. But yeah, we got rid of them. So we've got the silo there, which will need upgrading in the future, but for now we'll do. Storage sheds are there, which yet again, once we start getting some proper progress with the farm, we will upgrade. We've got this field here that you've seen in the last episode of mowing and stuff. Yeah. Has he finished? He has finished. So we can now get on with the cultivating, which I was literally about to go and pick up. But yeah, with that silo as well that I've just placed then to get the lime and the fertilizer, we can also get seeds and that from it as well. So move this Lamborghini out of the way for a second. So yeah, we can get seeds, we can get all sorts from there, as well as if we do decide to get cattle for milk, then it's easier for me just to buy the TMR than it is to make it, use the silage to sell off, so on and so forth. So yeah, basically that silo that we just bought will come in handy for a lot of stuff, especially seeds. But we're gonna grab the cultivator, cultivate the field, plant the field, and then after planting it'll be rolling, liming and fertilising, and then that's it for that field. That field will be done, and then we'll move on to the next field as well. Now depending on how much money is left after we've done this field, I'll probably look into buying another field, just so then we've got 2 fields on the go at once. We do need to keep in mind as well alternating crops. So for example, soybeans, I want to definitely do a soybean field. In the future, I'd love to do a massive soybean field, as what we'll do then is we'll look at getting a mod that allows you to dry the soybeans to help you sell them for more, basically. But he's now going to start cultivating that field. We own these 2 fields, and obviously we own the yard. In a private save I've got, I own this field, I own these 2, I've put them 2 together, I own that field, and I own this field and this field. But I'm looking to most likely head this way a little bit with them in this series, episodes, whatever you want to call them. Just because I've got it that way, them fields are quite big and they're just not... I won't be able to fit multiple things into one episode if I did them fields. It would be quite a mess. That's the best way to put it. But yeah, so we're going to buy the seeder now. We're going to go and pick it up, and then we're going to come back. That field then should be done, and we can start doing everything else we need to do. So just another thing as well. With the $0 to a million or whatever challenge, or 0 to a mega farm, whatever we're going to call that a series, we do start with nothing, and what I'll do is I'll actually go this way just to show you the farm that I've bought in the £0 challenge thing that I'm doing. So if we come this way, 'cause I did look at buying that farm to the right of us just then, but because it's also a sell point, I didn't want to have a sell point in the actual area of the farm. I looked at the house up here on the left, but size for a yard wasn't big enough for me to grow into, so we then ended up going down this way, and up here on the left, which I think I can carry on going straight anyway, it'll take me down to a road I need to be on. So over here, I'll pull over, I'll go into the build mode, and I'll show you what I've done. Make sure them beacons are on, because we're doing road work at the moment. So you got that gate entrance there to that grass field, which we had, as well as, so we had all this grass field as well as this yard, and then what I've done is I found this stone and painted it all here, and then turned from that post there in a straight line over here into another part of a yard, just because of how limited you are to how many farms there actually is. Like when I looked on the map, there weren't that many viable already built farms. So when we do that challenge, we're definitely going to be not owning a property or some land for the first couple of episodes, most likely, because that field there cost me 152,000, and then that was with an investor. But there is another farm area over on this side of the map that we're heading to now, where the land, the yard, all of its buildings, and then a field that comes with it, which the farm before you buy it is a cattle farm, just like the one we've got now, but it's like 252,000 or something like that. And with me being on console and not PC, I can't use some of the mods that them guys are using, which is financing a tractor, or should I say leasing a tractor, for like 2 years, and at the end of the 2 years having the option to buy it or send it back and lease something else. Or there's another one where you can lease land or add actual tax onto things. And this one thing that I watched the other week, the other day, where the guy literally had invoices, so instead of him getting paid what the crop was worth, he charged what he wanted to charge, and somehow was making money off of that. So yeah, but with me being on console, I'm limited to what I can do. I am working on a PC. We did have a PC. I was playing Euro Truck and all that on it, but it weren't powerful enough for farming, and a few other things. So I'm looking at getting another PC and being able to record on that. But for the time being, we've got a console that works perfectly fine, that we can play certain things on. We've got LM coming out soon, which is a racing game that is on PC, but it's coming to console. So looking forward to that. And then we've got BeamNG Drive coming as well, which I had on PC with a load of mods. So yeah, but we're going to get this seeder back to the farm, finish preparing the field, and then start planting a crop, hopefully by the end of the episode. So here we are, we're just pulling up now back to the farm. He's almost finished cultivating, so I'm going to head up now, fill this with seeds, and get it down here ready to start planting. The case will then send off to go and get the roller whilst this is planting, and then we'll roll, lime, fertilise, and that will be it for that field until harvest, really. Oh, and another fertiliser stage, but yeah. We are picking up the roller. As you've just seen by the time lapse, we are planting mustard on that field. So yeah, it's the only thing we can basically plant now that would give us a good profit. Plus, if we wanted to go into some further development of that product, there's a factory that we can buy to turn it into proper mustard in jars. So yeah, everything's looking up on the farm right now. So we've still got 400k to use. As I did say earlier, I do want to look at getting another field. I'm most likely getting another mustard field done, which if I end up buying a field, all of what we're doing now, which mulching, ploughing, cultivating, seeding, rolling, liming, fertilising, I'll do that off camera, just so you know watching a repeat of what we've already done earlier in this episode / now. So yeah, another thing as well, for the time being, that baler that we've got, I think I've leased it. I can't remember if I bought it or leased it. Either way, we're going to just keep hold of it for the time being. If it's leased, obviously if we bought it, it's staying. But if it's leased, we're going to keep hold of it for the time being, get as much bales produced with it, especially from the grass, and go from there. Another thing I'm tempted to do in between episodes is get rid of the grass field that we've got now and just replant grass on it, just so then every field that we own, we know is up to standard of 100% yield, as we don't know what the field did before we bought them, and we don't know how they was cared for before we bought them. So if we just get everything replanted to how we like it, we then know it's up to our standard, and we can maintain that standard throughout the lifespan of us having that field or farm. So yeah, hopefully when we get back, we'll be able to start liming. Hopefully when we get back, we'll be able to start rolling, sorry, and then we can get on with the liming and the fertilising. But we'll jump into a time lapse if it hasn't finished planting, and we'll carry on with the planting process. And there we have it. Now, just very quickly before we drive off, we'll get a quick save done, and I'll show you why that was important for us to do. Now, you can see this is seeded, but it doesn't say growing. I'm not sure why, but you've seen everywhere on this field got planted, and I can show you that by doing that, which I don't know why that's saying it hasn't been planted, but it has. I know it has. But we'll find out when it comes to cropping, because it says seed bed, so I'm not sure what's going on there. If it hasn't, it hasn't. There's no point of going over it now. You can see it's been mulched and needs rolling. It's just the top left, which is a little sliver, which is positive. Doesn't need watering because it's a crop. Moving on down the line, if we go to here, you can see it hasn't planted because the seed rate isn't there. So no point of bothering about it now. It's something to look out for in the future. Now, our overall environmental score is 64. This field has a environmental score of 54 because it still needs another going over of fertilizer. Now, we can't do that until this lot has already germinated, sorry. So yeah, the pH levels perfect. Maybe a bit too perfect over this side, maybe the sliver, but it's perfect. And the nitrogen, you've just seen us do, it's spot on. We're looking at a good yield out of this field, which there's the yield from last time. So I'm looking at a full green field here. Now we're going to do the same to this off camera in between episodes. So that'll be getting ploughed up, it'll get mulched. It'll get mulched, ploughed, cultivated, seeded, rolled, limed, fertilised, and then fertilised again later down the line. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look for another plot of land. Now, this one here has a crop on. It doesn't matter if it's got the crop on because we can always take it off and plant our own crop straight away as long as it's done today. That's 74,000. 166. I'm thinking something about like this. It's a bit bigger and we'll get a bit more crop off it, which means a bit more profit. So we're going to go ahead and buy this one. And in between episodes, I'm going to run down and sort that one out. But this has been Farming Fridays/Mondays. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to show me some love. Hit that like button down below. Ding on that notification bell so you know when the next post a video go live or post a short. But I've been GXD. I'll see you all next time. Peace.